Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are buzzing. What a week. Rachel, you're still in Paris, and it looks like you got a pretty sick studio on your hands. What is good in Paris right now?
Hey, Matt. Yeah, bonjour. Still in Paris. Going to be here for a bit. Just finished up Proof of Talk, and I've got a little bit of a podcast studio going on here. So, very excited about that and excited to do the news with you today.
I love it. Let's jump into it, folks. Pretty good week. More green across the board, but it was a pretty steady green, which again, we love to see, and some pretty banana stuff happening this week. Bitcoin's up 2.5% to 107.1K per Bitcoin. ETH is up 5% to 2.725K per ETH. XRP is up 2 ticks to 223. Sol is up 4 ticks to 157 per Salami. And everyone else in the top 10 pretty much stayed the same. And we had a lot of news around the Trump family, around regulation, around stablecoins and adoption. It literally seems like we have hopefully hit escape velocity and adoption is front and center. Rachel, we're going to start with the GENIUS Act, the big bad GENIUS Act.
Yeah, well, let's get to it, Matt. So, the GENIUS Act faces final vote amid Trump-linked controversy. Surprise, surprise. So the U.S. Senate has taken a major step towards federal regulation of stablecoins on Wednesday of this week, voting 68-30 to invoke cloture on a substitute amendment to the GENIUS Act. The move clears the way for a final vote on the legislation as early as Monday, unless Senate leaders agree to speed up the debate process. Officially titled the Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins Act, the GENIUS Act proposes strict rules for stablecoin issuers. It would require all stablecoins to be fully backed by U.S. dollars or similar liquid assets. Issuers with more than $50 billion in market cap would be subject to mandatory annual audits. The bill also includes provisions around foreign-issued stablecoins. The Senate Banking Committee Chair Tim Scott, a Republican from South Carolina and one of the bill's sponsors, called the vote a win for both innovation and national security.
Well said. That was a long one, too. Speaking of the orange man, Donald Trump has amassed a $1 billion fortune from crypto in only 9 months. Wow, I wish I could do that myself. According to a Forbes calculations published in the report on Thursday, Trump has made over $1 billion through crypto and has lifted his net worth to $5.6 billion. He holds $900 million worth of liquid assets, with nearly half of that amount stemming from crypto pursuits, and profit over $390 million pre-tax from the sale of his affiliated crypto platform, World Liberty Financial. $315 million from his Trump meme coin, where everyone got wrecked, and $427 million from his meme coin stash, and another $60 million worth of World Liberty Financial's new stablecoin called USD1. Trump at it again. Honestly, as long as he keeps pushing positive legislation for crypto, I'm cool with all this, and it's good to see for the space, minus the fact that he and the team did dump on a lot of people's heads. However, Elon Musk back at it again. Rachel, this is the week of regulation, and here we are, Elon and Polymarket teaming up for good measures.
Yeah, so Elon Musk's X platform and Polymarket deal push on-chain prediction markets into global social feeds. Early Friday of last week, X confirmed that crypto prediction market Polymarket will serve as its official prediction market partner, an arrangement that marries real-time betting probabilities with the constant flow of posts across X. The deal arrives after Polymarket processed more than $8 billion in wagers last year, even while blocking U.S. users, and aligns with Elon Musk's long-stated belief that crowd forecasts often outshine traditional polls.
Rachel, well said there. Hyperliquid, Hyperliquid, Hyperliquid. I love Hyperliquid, and this would be a 9-hour episode if I told you guys all the reasons why. But Hyperliquid perp volumes went absolutely parabolic, hitting a record $248 billion in May amid the crazy James Wynn frenzy. Again, Hyperliquid is the on-chain perp platform that is eating everyone's lunch, with $248 billion record-breaking trading volume in May, a 51% jump from April's $187 billion, and a lot of this was from James Wynn. The year-on-year growth is absolutely wild. Just 12 months ago, Hyperliquid saw $26 billion in volume, marking this May's total increase to 843%. The rapid rise in growing dominance is realistically from the on-chain perp space, offering centralized exchange-like performance while keeping traders on crypto-native rails. Huge shout out to the Hyperliquid team. Absolutely love them. Moving forward, LIBRA. Argentina's president, Milei, is somehow getting off scot-free here. I don't know how, Rachel, but you got to tell us about it.
Yeah, so Argentina's anti-corruption office has ruled that President Javier Milei did not violate public ethics laws when he publicly supported the Libra meme coin earlier this year. In a resolution issued on June 5th, the agency concluded that Milei's endorsement of the Libra token in a February 14th post on X was made in a personal capacity and did not involve the use of government resources. The ruling comes amid sharp political criticism after the token's rapid collapse, which reportedly cost investors $251 million. Yikes.
Absolutely wild stuff. I'll still never forget. I was at Valentine's Day with my girlfriend on the beach in Mexico. She went to the bathroom. I was a good boy. I'd never checked my phone all dinner, checked my phone, saw what happened. And I was like, you wouldn't believe what your president just did. And here we are today. And he's somehow getting off scot-free. Don't know how that works, but c'est la vie. Tether in the news again. Tether is set to open source its Bitcoin mining operating system called MOS to democratize access to mining infrastructure. The software is built to support everything from small DIY rigs to large industrial mining farms. This is all good. However, the new initiative could spur a wave of new entrants and help decentralize mining and strengthen network resilience, but could potentially hurt the big miners, the publicly traded miners, who have been doing really good work in the space for quite some time. Speaking of Bitcoin, seems like every day we got a new company adding Bitcoin to its balance sheet, and Blockchain Group in Paris is tapping a $342 million capital raise to boost Bitcoin holdings.
Yeah, Matt, I love that I'm doing this news because I am in Paris. And let me tell you, it definitely seems to be like a blockchain innovative friendly city. So Blockchain Group, listed on Euronext Growth Paris on Monday, announced a $342 million capital raise in partnership with asset manager TOBAM, aiming to expand its Bitcoin reserves and solidify its position as Europe's first dedicated Bitcoin treasury company. The company will issue new shares through a structure similar to an at-the-market program widely used in the United States. TOBAM will subscribe to shares at the market price, with each tranche capped at 21% of the previous day's trading volume. The offering is designed to gradually increase the number of Bitcoins held per share on a fully diluted basis, reinforcing Blockchain Group's Bitcoin's first balance sheet strategy. Pretty cool.
Yeah, super cool there. Binance is opening doors for Syrians following U.S. sanctions lift. Pretty cool story here. Binance has announced that it has resumed offering a wide range of crypto services for Syrians following the easing of U.S. sanctions under Syria. For years, people in Syria have watched the crypto world evolve, unable to participate, not by choice, but by circumstance, the exchange said in an official press release. Binance noted that residents of Syria will get access to the full access and products and services of Binance, which is pretty cool. And Binance would also support Syrians via educational initiatives and practical guidance. I'm very, very big on this. Any country that is hurting a little bit right now and is going through some stuff, it's great to get some crypto rails on the ground, boots on the ground there, and to help them out and hopefully debank themselves and have an opportunity to flourish. So we absolutely love to see that. Rachel, you were at Proof of Talk and you had some big news with the Aave founder about bringing RWAs on chain being one of the biggest opportunities in the space right now.
Yeah, Matt, so let's get into it. So Aave founder Stani basically said at Proof of Talk that bringing traditional financial assets on-chain may be most likely the biggest opportunity for DeFi. He basically said on his panel that users will then be able to use Aave agnostically for these assets. In addition, he also mentioned that Aave version 4 will be released soon. He didn't give a launch date, but he basically said that Aave version 3 has more than $40 billion in total value locked in net deposits, and he is working on version 4. He also made it clear that everybody that is interested can basically add to the current protocol and innovate there. So very interesting panel.
Yeah, would have been sweet to be in Paris for this as well. Last news of the week, guys. Trust Wallet explores the first major RWA integration in a self-custodial wallet. Trust has over 200 million users and is preparing to integrate RWAs into its app, according to CEO Elon Chen. My apologies, Elon, if I pronounce your name wrong. You have a lot of vowels in your name, my friend, and that is very difficult to pronounce. Speaking at a panel discussion titled "What World is Crypto Building?" at the Proof of Talk conference, he mentioned that users will eventually be able to engage with RWAs in the Trust Wallet app through an enhanced version of its swap flow feature. Crazy, crazy stuff here, and great work by one of the most trusted and best teams in all of crypto, and that is Trust Wallet, no pun intended. Rachel, what a week. We're buzzing. Everything's crazy right now in the best way possible. Always love doing these with you. And folks, if you enjoyed this, and I hope you did, please do subscribe. Hammer that like button. It would mean the world to us. Hammer that subscribe button. And next time you see me, I promise I will shave my greasy neck beard. I am just grinding and a little busy right now. But I love you guys. Rachel, enjoy Paris, and we will see you on the next one.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. See you next time.